Well, good morning, BCOT 247 students. This is Mr.D. This is week number 9 in our 15-week or 16-week course in business communications here at Cerritos College. And this week we're going to be looking at negative messages. Last week we looked at digital channels, and you guys created a blog. You pointed out the various parts of a blog. You did pretty good on that assignment. I didn't grade the blogs yet, but I'll be getting to those over the next few days. So just be watching for that, but I did grade everything else, and I do need to go back through the individual presentations to see if any more of you have commented on other students' presentations so I can grade yours. But I did go through all of those, and I went through all of the writing assignments. So the only thing I did not grade yet is your blog, your tweet, and your instant message. So I'll be doing that over the first few days of this week, as well as your the message that you're working on right now this week, which I think is just a routine business message. But let me go ahead and go here to modules. I'll share my screen. Oop, I didn't set up. Hold on just one second. I need to start my computer screen here so you can see it on there. So let me open that. All right, I'm going to go here, select that. Now you should be able to see my, there we go. So now here I am on our home page or our modules page of Canvas. And I'm going to go ahead and scroll down here to week number 9. So where are we at? Here we are right here, week number 9. So that's this week. Again, we're looking at chapter 7. So last week you looked at a memo. I apologize. We did chapter 6 and we did the floating holiday memo. So I'll be grading those as well along with your blogs this week. I want to make sure that I get the memos graded early because it's a great opportunity for me to kind of point out what you need to add to your future writing assignments. So this week you looked at how to format a memo. I did redo the video on that. So if you tried to get in there earlier in the week, I apologize. I did update that. So the video that I put together on how to format a memo is there. It works now. But I also gave you a memo explanation as well up here. So either one of those would have worked to give you an idea of what a memo should look like, how it should be formatted, etc. So hopefully you read those and you were able to complete that. So I'll be grading again all that over the next couple of days along with your blogs. So as we move into week number 9, we're going to be doing, again, another check-in assignment on chapter 7. Chapter 7 deals with negative messages, and there's a certain guidelines to follow when you're doing a negative message. For instance, you should use what's called a buffer. It's kind of a neutral statement that everybody's in agreement with, or it could be some kind of praise or some kind of acknowledgement. And then before you get into your negative news, you got to give all the reasons for the negative news, and then the negative news, and then a courteous close. And this is what we call the indirect strategy. And a negative message should always use not always, but in this case, in our class, we want to use the indirect strategy for our negative message. So that means it follows the format of a buffer, as I mentioned, then all the reasons for the bad news, and then the bad news. So you hold off on delivering the bad news until after you've given all the reasons and you used a buffer. Then after you've given the bad news, then you can give a courteous close. So remember, follow that order: buffer, reasons, bad news, close. And you'll be right on track with how to format it. And then, of course, in this case, it's an email. So make sure you understand how to format an email. And I do give you an assignment on that in your homework, elements of an email, where I'm showing you 2 good emails, or actually a good email and a bad email. So your job is to tell me what makes the good email good and what makes the bad email bad. And I'll just give you a little hint. The good email uses a clear and specific subject. It also has bullet lists. It has bold text. It has short single-spaced paragraphs. It also has, very importantly, a full signature block with contact information such as phone number with extension and email address. A business email always uses a full signature block. So if you're watching this video, you got one up on everyone else, or you can just copy the email that I've gave you a sample of and just make yours look like that one. But of course, with the content of your assignment, following the indirect strategy and the negative news message guidelines, you'll get a good grade if you do. So that's your assignment for this week. So again, your message or your writing assignment, your document is going to be a negative news email. Make sure it's an email. I give you a homework assignment on how to format an email. Of course, you have the PowerPoint. You have a check-in assignment with a few questions from Chapter 7, and then you have your Chapter 7 quiz, which is really just kind of the content of the book. So you have one more week in this module, then we'll be switching into Module 3. So one more week after this week, and then the end of next week will end in an exam. So keep track on all that. Don't fall behind. And if you need anything, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm here to help. But have a great week, everyone. And you will see me all on video again